Hi, I'm Kathy Moranti, sitting in for Carmen Nueves, who is on vacation. This is Soundview TV. Actually, At Your Service is the name of our program, and I am so excited to have John Ecay, the Executive Director of Soundview TV. Thank you for coming in, John. I am so thrilled. We've been talking for a while. Soundview TV is just a wonderful place to be.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for having me.
Now, we have so much to talk about. First thing is the new website. How exciting is that?
Yeah, we just launched the website probably about a month ago. I'm not even entirely sure, but it's a big step up from our older website. It's a lot more interactive, and we're actually streaming all 3 channels now, whereas before we were only doing 1 channel.
It's a beautiful website. I was checking it out today. There is so much information, and we were discussing before the cameras came on that we would like the public to know that we're here for them.
Right.
We're here to educate. We're here to let them come in and learn. And one of the things that I found very interesting I would like to talk to you about is the sound effect, the 8-week program that we have here.
Yes. Yeah, the sound effect has been going for over a year now, and it started from the Lighthouse program in Bridgeport. It was a summer program. I forget the age range, but it's mostly high school kids. It's an 8-week course. They come in and we train them in studio operations and editing and podcasting. Now, podcasting has taken off in the past year, so that's a significant part of the program. But they get trained in like the lights, the microphones, the cameras, everything, all the tools that we use to create TV or podcasting is what they get a foundation in. And it's up to them how far they want to take it. We have actually one of the kids that came out of the program is now a part-timer here. So
Wonderful.
He's actually, working with us, he's been great.
Now, when do these programs run? Specific times? Is it just for summer for the younger people, or is there a schedule set up on the website?
Yeah, well, it's not set up on the website, but we have a partnership going with the workplace in Bridgeport, where they're doing these separate cohorts running all year long. So it's not on a set schedule. There's a little flexibility in when we start and when we finish. They come in, we try to get a full 10 students in each group, and then they go through the program, and then after that, we start with the next one.
That's great. Now, to find all this, it's soundviewtv.org. It's
right.
.org, not .com, because we are an organization.
That's right.
So I want you to be aware, soundviewtv.org. Please go to the website, because here's another wonderful thing. I was so thrilled about interviewing you today. The studio rentals. Everywhere I go, I talk to people, and they'll say, well, I'm a singer, or I'd love to podcast, or I'd love to try TV or radio.
Right.
You could rent out the studios here, which
Absolutely.
is fabulous.
Yeah, we've public access TV was started way back in like the 70s as a way to give the community a voice and like a soapbox to stand on and give their opinions. So that's kind of how it started. And what's happened over the years, as technology has advanced, we're finding that a lot of people are cutting the cord, so to speak,
yes.
And our income is being reduced because we get, from the cable subscribers, it's less than $1 a month comes out of the bill to pay for public access. But if half of the people cut the cord, then you've lost a lot of income. So we're renting out our podcast studio, renting out this studio, and we provide technicians if they need it. If they just want the space and bring in their own people, we can accommodate that. And we're trying to survive by doing those types of things.
Well, I think it's excellent because a lot of people, nowadays there's so many condos and apartments that if you live in a space like that, it's not quiet enough. I live in the suburbs, and it's not quiet enough. There's certain times of the day that you can record, but here our studios are so beautiful that you can do a quality professional show right here with professional people helping you.
Right.
And I think it's just amazing, and I would like the public to realize that we are here.
Right.
If you're a budding artist, come to Soundview TV.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Yeah.
We can make you look really, really good.
We're trying to get more into music too. We're trying to get some bands in here to do some music, and we've had a couple people come in, but it's a big production, know, so that takes a lot of effort. But we do, if people want to come in and just do a talk show, they could do the public access talk show, but also if they wanted to do a corporate talk show to get information out to their corporate network, we can accommodate that here.
Yeah, I think it's so wonderful because these studios are fabulous. I've been in the business for many, many years, and I love the studios here. They're professional, they're clean, the equipment is excellent, so I think it's a wonderful thing. And plus, we have the mixer and the microphones. If you try to set up a studio at home, you have to purchase all this equipment, which is very expensive.
Right.
If you come to Soundview TV, we have everything for you.
Yeah, I think we have some pictures of our website, which gives you a lot of information. This is the main page on our website, which actually has a video running. This is just a still frame so that people can see it. As you can see from the home page there's a donation button because we are a nonprofit, and we take donations, but we also have that live stream button where they can go and watch any of our channels. So even though we're a traditional cable channel, we are online too. We are on the internet. These are our main studios, Studio A, which is the one we're in right now, and there's this. This is all off our website if anybody, viewers, want to go and see. There's the podcast studio, which tells you roughly what's involved in there. And we also have an editing system, which we've just added a second computer in there. So this editing system that you see on the picture there is, it's built on Adobe products, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop, and After Effects are the three main video software that you use. We've added a second unit, which is DaVinci Resolve, which is a fairly new editing software. It does a lot of the same things, and we're actually still learning it, to tell you the truth. But so we wanted to have a little bit of flexibility. I think we're going to transition over to Resolve in the next couple of years because it's technically free, whereas Adobe charges a subscription. It's subscription based. Adobe is still the standard in a lot of production houses, and After Effects, they're doing Hollywood 3D effects on those types on that software. So it's kind of maintained its grip on the market.
Adobe is very popular in the radio business.
Yes.
They've been using it for eons, and I think, and also it's taught a lot. So most people are comfortable, but actually once you learn one software, it's pretty easy to learn the other ones. They're all basically the same. There's usually 10 different ways to do one thing.
Yes.
And you just figure out which way is easier for you. And the video editing booth, I think, is wonderful, especially for the people that like to be on the internet and want to produce something. They're promoting either themselves or their band, or it's endless, really. And what they want to promote. I mean, even their causes that they're going for, or their dogs. Everybody's into the dogs now. So it's a wonderful thing that if you go to soundviewtv.org, you will see what the studios somewhat look like and a brief description of how we can help you do the best program anywhere.
That screen, if you could go back to that screen, I just want to say a little bit. This screen touches on our training program. So anybody who lives, works, or goes to school in one of our towns can get trained here for free and produce their programming. I mean, that's the stipulation. I mean, if you're coming here to get trained in this medium, you're doing it with the intention of making it a public access program.
What towns specifically?
So we cover mainly it's Bridgeport, Fairfield, Stratford, Milford, Woodbridge, and Orange as well. You know, most of the people come from Bridgeport and Stratford because geographically it's closer. We have Milford people as well and Fairfield people as well, and a couple people from the smaller towns, but they come from all over. And our public channel is like the busiest channel. So all of our producers that use these facilities mainly do it for the public channel. The education and education is something we're getting more and more into. We're trying to work with the schools, like with the sound effect program. Podcasting, a lot of podcasts go to the education channel. And then the government channel is town meetings mainly. And
I find those very interesting because the majority of us don't have the time to go sit at a town meeting.
Yeah.
They're usually held in the evening.
Yep.
And after working all day, do I really want to go sit through this whole thing?
Right.
So as I was telling you previously, that I used to sit and watch the town meetings because at least I was informed.
Right.
And it's not just hearing it, it's watching people's mannerisms. You
Right.
get a lot more from that than just hearing it through headphones or through
Yeah.
a radio. You got to see how they're acting.
I remember back in when Soundview's been around since the late 90s. I remember somebody telling me way back in the early 2000s that they loved the town meetings because the council people would dress up better when they knew they were on TV.
Yeah. They act a little bit better when they know they're on TV
Yeah.
too.
We can
But
only hope.
It's very important though, because even though everyone feels they're so connected with the TikToks and the Facebooks and all the other ones, you're really not connected to your community. You're connected to a larger, huge audience, but your community is where things really matter and where you could really start and bloom if you stay within your community.
Right.
And that's why I think Soundview TV is so important to all the communities.
Yes. Yeah, we're community based and we want to keep that focus on the communities that we serve mostly, because you look at the World Wide Web and it's like if there's something happening newsworthy, say halfway across the world, I mean, you're getting the information instantaneously.
Yeah.
So it's a big world, but there's a lot going on in our community, and that's what we want to emphasize.
Right. Our communities affect us immediately and personally.
Right.
What happens across the oceans or even across our country is not really affecting us immediately.
Right.
And I want everyone to realize that we all have a voice. And Soundview TV is here to help you express your opinions
Yeah.
and use your voice and help our community, because honestly, if we're not helping each other, we're hurting each other.
Right. Also, that brings up an interesting thing that I forgot to include a graphic of, is we have a fairly new system called InfoView where we disseminate information on all three channels, but it's mostly used on the government channel right now, and that carries like local announcements from like the nonprofits and all the community organizations. They can give us their information, send us the flyer via email. It's fairly easy. That's all they have to do, and we get that flyer, put it into the InfoView system, and program it for certain dates. We also accept advertising now. Not so much, there's some restrictions with the advertising, but if there are individual producers or businesses that want to stand out a little bit, we can accommodate them as well.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that because along with what we do here, we rent our facility, but we also have commercial video production.
Right.
Which is so important because right where we are at 2366 Main Street, Stratford, We have so many little small businesses. And for these small businesses to have to go and purchase a package deal of someone to write the commercial and narrate, voice the commercial and do all the graphics, that's very expensive.
Right.
But why not use your local TV station?
Right.
I really believe that we need to help each other out. The small businesses need us, and
Right.
we need the small businesses.
Absolutely.
And that way, you can donate. Obviously, we'll take money, donate all that you can. But this is another way that you can donate without it hurting your wallet.
Exactly.
You're getting something in return. Like we were speaking about the small deli across the street. And it's there's a lot of family-run businesses in
Yeah.
Bridgeport, Stratford.
Yeah.
And they don't have the money to go out and purchase all.
Right.
It's very, very expensive. But if you use us, it would be great. Oh, we have a call. Hello, you're on Soundview TV. How can I help you?
Hi, I just had a question about just uploading. Are we able to upload maybe like videos that we create, and then you guys offer any like help with those videos?
That's a great question. Yes, we do. We have, for somebody that qualifies as a person lives, works, or goes to school in this area, and say they have their own video, they can upload it directly to our system. We can give them credentials where they can username and password. They just drag and drop their video and upload it, and we'll schedule it for them. So we're doing that with a lot of our producers currently. So yeah, that's available.
Excellent question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling. That was an excellent question.
Yeah, you know, I forgot to touch on, I saw Ricky threw up the graphic there of our live feeds. I mentioned it earlier, how all 3 channels are currently on our website, whereas we used to be only the public channel. So if you go to our website and you go to the link takes you to this page, which shows you the 3 channels. All you have to do is hit the Watch Live button, and you'll get the player will pop up in your window and start playing that channel, or it lets you hit the play button on that pop-up window, and you can start watching our live stream right away. So there's like we're on the live stream on the public channel right now.
We're live and in color.
There is a 10-second delay, though. So
That's because, in case you say a bad word, John.
yes, exactly. Well, people with the phones get a little bit disoriented, but once they get used to it, like we do live shows on Friday night. There's 2 pretty popular live shows. They take a lot of call-ins. So, and they're streaming on and people that are up in Trumbull, which are not on our cable system, they can go to our website and watch, you know, those shows on Friday night. You know, any of the shows, but I mean, if they wanted to call in particularly, you know, they can watch it on the internet and you know.
It's a great service. Now, what if someone has an organization that they would like to promote? They go to soundviewtv.org. Is there a section, Contact Us, I
Yes.
believe it would be?
Well, there's a section to contact us, but there's also a section for the community bulletin board if they had an announcement. So, you know, we have a lot of announcements, like currently McLeavy Green is doing these concerts on Thursday nights.
Yes.
They uploaded a flyer to us through that link on our website, and then we put it in our info view, and we're running it, you know, until it ends. So all summer long, we've pretty much have been running that. Farmers markets. I'm trying to think of what's up there now. You know, some of the Barnum Festival events have been advertised.
I love the Barnum Festival.
Yeah.
I was in the wingding when I was a little
were you?
kid. Yeah.
There are a lot of.
Yeah, it was around 100 years ago, John.
No,
Thanks
I don't
a
think
lot.
It was that long.
I think our communities are so wonderful. I love Bridgeport. I got to say, Seaside Park's the prettiest park. But I want everyone to realize that we're here for you. We're here to help make your life a little bit easier, to promote your businesses, and to promote anything that you have going on. I mean, within reason. But we are here for you. And I really want to encourage that our local neighbors come to Soundview TV
Right.
and have us produce commercials. Who better to know your target audience
Right.
than people who live here?
And, we work together as a community, which, brings up that point about Sound Coffee,
Oh, yes, Sound Coffee. Oh, they're wonderful.
We
They're
have
the
to
best coffee
give them
ever.
a shout out, Sound Coffee in Bridgeport.
Sound Coffee has been generous in enabling their customers to donate to Soundview TV. I want you to go to their website at soundcoffees.com. Their store is open daily, 9 to 2. They're located at 2040 Main Street in Bridgeport. Their mission is to provide coffee lovers with an excellent selection of coffees produced with love and care for our planet. So it's not just great coffee, it's good for our planet.
Yes.
Their coffee is excellent. So please check them out, soundcoffees.com. They are behind us 110%. And check out their coffee. You'll never buy another cup of coffee anywhere else because it is excellent. Now for the organizations and also sports, we didn't touch on that. Local sports.
Sports, yeah. So we did a live event recently. This is something we're trying to do a lot more of. We actually have a mobile unit. I call it a mobile unit. It's not a van or anything like that. It's a camera outfit with a device that streams directly to our server here at the studio. And there was a basketball event going on at the University of Bridgeport. It was a community event, wasn't with but the university let them use the gym to do the event. We went out with the crew and we did it live for, I think it was 3 or 4 hours of
Wow.
live on the educational channel. That's the difference with the education and government channel. You don't have a time slot like you do on the public channel. Public, it's limited to either a half hour or an hour time slot. When it's an education program, say there's a football game happening, at the high school, and they want to take the unit and record or stream it live on our channel, that's what we're getting more and more into. So.
And that's wonderful because a lot of times, there again, people working all day, you can't get to the game, but you want to keep up with what's going on in your local teams.
Right.
The schools all have excellent sports teams. So it's something else for the schools to be aware of, that we're there for you. We're there for your schools, we're there for you personally. We just want everyone to know that we're here.
Right.
But nobody knows we're here, John. Why is that?
Well, some people know we're here.
I know we're here.
I think we're competing with a lot of what we're competing with these days is the internet.
Yes.
And even though we're streaming on the internet, we're technically the traditional public access cable station. So people think, oh, that's cable TV, And yeah, to a certain extent we are, because we're limited in funding because we only get it through the cable subscribers. But we're on the internet because our producers were the first ones that came and said, we want to be on the internet. We want our shows, we upload like live streams. A lot of times we will upload it to YouTube so that if somebody couldn't catch the live stream, they can watch it tonight on the YouTube channel. That's how we archive our programming.
That's wonderful.
So.
And we have something really big happening next week. Are you excited?
Well, the 100th show, yeah.
I mean, a little more excitement there, John. Yes, we're excited. It's our 100th show anniversary. Woohoo! The 27th, next Tuesday. We're going to be here at 4.
Yep.
Till 6:30ish.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm asking you. You're the executive director
Yes,
here.
well, to 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
Carmen, this is Carmen's, Connecticut at Your Service was the brainchild of Carmen Nieves.
She's
and
wonderful.
she's done a fantastic job with the show. And this is her 100th show. And she's really the engine, the driver behind a lot of these.
Yes.
Fortunately, she has people like you who are willing to help out when she's unable to make it. And Terry, and everybody involved in the show has really made this show successful.
Yeah.
And that's why Sound Coffee came in. They were a guest on our show. They decided to contribute to Soundview a portion of their coffee, And we, in return, have given them a free commercial on our InfoView system.
There you
So,
go.
you know, we work together with things.
That's true.
And that's why Connecticut at Your Service has done so many different organizations. And they're very grateful because they're getting publicity out of it, you know, and they're networking with other nonprofits and community-based organizations. And that's what this show is all about. We want to talk about the community and showcase the community. So Carmen, you know, if you're out there watching,
She's
you know,
like the
kudos.
Energizer bunny, that
Yeah.
girl. I don't think she sleeps, that woman. She is amazing. So it's the 100th anniversary next week, and we're going to do little walkthroughs. Will they be able to see our studios and see what we do here?
Yeah, absolutely. We, you know, the show will be live at 6:30, but prior to that, there's going to be refreshments, and we'll give out tours and, you know, show people around. And we will actually, if possible, maybe have a couple of the students from the sound effect program around. They, you know, when they go through the program, they get grandfathered in as a producer. They don't have to go through the training that a producer would have to. They just get automatically certified. Now, we don't certify anybody under the age of 18 regularly, but with the sound effect program, we do. So
It's an
another
excellent program. I want people to tell your kids about it because it's very important. And you want to keep the kids off the streets. You want to give them an education. And the young people love the internet and the cameras and being in front of the camera and the selfies, blah, blah, blah. Learn to do it professionally.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. You're going to look so much better after you go through our course. Rick, I'd like to say thank you to Rick and Terry because they are wonderful behind the scenes. They really keep us going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I love them.
And all of our operators fielding questions on the telephone calls. You know, we have a lot of people involved.
You don't realize how many people are involved with a show. It's just not you and me sitting here.
Right.
We have our team. Without our team, we wouldn't look this good, John.
Yeah, the makeup artists that we have.
The comb. Terry brings the comb.
I don't know. It's just TV's a lot of fun, and you know the live element is always the most exciting. But any form of TV, and you know even these young kids coming in, they have all their own Instagram accounts.
Okay, we have almost a few minutes, well, about 1 minute. So I want everyone to come here next Tuesday for Carmen's 100th anniversary. Going to be a big bash. I want you to look through our studios. I want you to experience what we can teach you and what we can do for your business to get you more customers and get us some donations.
Yeah.
John, I'm so grateful that you came here. Thank you for having me interview you.
Oh, thank you.
Because it was just so much fun.
Your
I love this.
professionalism. Yeah, it's great.
I kind of act professional, huh?
You've been in the business, I can tell.
What a joke. No, this is a lot of fun, and please come see us next week because we'll be thrilled to take you through the studios.
Come on down.